What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Recently, B Simone was doing a podcast, and again, for me, these podcasts really don't make a whole lot of sense, but okay, I mean, do whatever you feel like doing. And B Simone had a friend on the podcast that allegedly she's been known for a long time. Now, remember, B Simone is from, I think, like Dallas, something like that, Dallas, Texas. And, B Simone's, she moved to Atlanta, got on the Wild and Out, and now B Simone has these little dusty podcasts. She's like trying to be a preacher. She's trying to do all these weird things that just lead to money because B Simone is just not that talented. All right. So how she became a celebrity, I don't know. But we all know that B Simone, people look at her as being a liar, not being upfront, doing anything for money, being fraudulent. Okay, that's her reputation. So her friend comes on to a podcast, and the friend is supposed to be helping B Simone out.
Being a best friend with a celebrity, everybody thinks that, because you're connected to this person, then your life is just as grand as theirs, or you got it, or they helping you. Baby, didn't have a job, living with my parents, a single mom. All this happened to me this past year. Jesus. And then it's like to not have resentment in my heart towards you because I saw you do this for other people. I saw you give a check to somebody to help them through whatever they went through. And it's like, God, like nobody didn't give me a handout, but guess what? That wasn't your responsibility. God had to take me through that for my own season, for my own thing. I had to get my car repossessed. Jesus. I had to go through the food stamps line. I had to be on Medicaid because I'm building my story too. But it's like, as a friend somebody who has it, it's hard to digest. They're probably shocked that I'm even saying this right.
Now in this, the friend is telling the world, you think because you have a celebrity friend in your life, such as a B Simone, y'all think that things are gonna be sweet, but it's not true. Because while I was B Simone's best friend, I was still struggling. Like, I wasn't getting no help. I even seen B Simone help people, give her money, when she was down bad. I seen it. And let me just say this, I don't know if she thought that was going to help out B Simone, at the fact that you were struggling and doing bad and your own best friend B Simone didn't help you. Maybe you trying to say, well, that was my friend and I wanted to, show her that I was really down despite the fact that she had money. But here's what I want to talk about. One thing that old folk used to talk about in the black community, and it's biblical. Your reputation precedes you before you get there. Okay? Good news travels, bad news travels faster. So before you meet somebody, if you're a good person, your name leaves before you arrive. Especially if you're known for doing something that's worthwhile. If you're known for being a person that's helpful, loving, easy to work with, your reputation precedes you, and the opportunities do also. All right. This is what I've learned in life. But I have never heard anybody, who will come out and say something to the effect of, you know what? B Simone's a great person. B Simone has done this for people. B Simone has done that for people. You don't hear anybody saying it about B Simone. I hear that about Megan Good. I hear that about Tyler Perry. I don't never hear about it from B Simone. Okay. But what I do hear is when Jackie O died, join my friends only to watch me grieve, or whatever she was, on Instagram, friends only, or closed friends, whatever it was. I hear that. I always hear that B Simone is selfish. B Simone is about self. B Simone, the rest of her friends that don't deal with her no more, about how she's immature, about how she's a liar. And I thought about that, and people think that, well, as long as I got the bag and I got money, it don't really matter, right? But all of those losses add up eventually. And I just want to tell you how the world works, man. What I've seen here in this business. I know YouTubers who, let me just say, for example, I don't want to call any names. They was getting the bag. They was doing well. They made a few scam courses and made some money. And then all of a sudden, because they kept that up, as time went on, them people was not on no more. And you wonder, like, what happened to X, Y, and Z? What happened to bruh? What happened to sis? They fell off. It's what happens when you go around lying and scamming people all the time. Eventually you fall off, okay? Because when you're not concerned about how people feel about what you do, you will fall off. You do eventually die. You die a horrible death. So when you die a horrible death, somebody particularly will just replace you. That happens. And you are no longer important anymore. You're no longer famous anymore. You're no longer rich anymore. You die, your career dies a hell of a death because you don't have credibility. And then like once you get down, here's the sad part. Nobody helps you get back up. That's something that people don't understand. Once you get down to where you down bad, nobody, and I do mean nobody, no one is interested in helping you get back to where you was. Zero. Because of how you may have treated people. And people think that that's not important. It is important. It's very important. It's very important in an industry that's ever changing and people coming in with new stuff and new ideas and people finding out new things. How you treat folks is because you never know when you're gonna be down. See, a lot of folks don't look at it like that. Oh, I ain't gonna never be down. Things gonna always be the same. Let me tell you like this, man, your boy had a down year this year in comparisons to my last 4. And if I didn't have, let me just say, some people to kind of help me get back on track, I would be done, okay? I experienced some complete hardships in the first 6 months. In this business, I have never faced ever. A lot of it, some of it was personal. Some of it was content-wise. Some of it was health-wise or whatever. It was just, it was a big challenge, right? And luckily, I had got in the game where people cared about me enough to continue to want to see your boy winning and your boy doing something. Thank God for that. Because otherwise, your boy was on his way out. I was on my way to Dusty Island, okay? Never to be seen again. And if B Simone is not careful, you're on your way too. It's not gonna matter. You got your friend on there and your friend trying to vouch for how nice you been. Don't nobody care about that. I could be the first to tell you, don't nobody care about that. They all gonna sit back and be like, nah, B Simone? Oh, nah, man, nah, don't deal with her. You see how she did somebody? Like, let me tell you about Diddy, right? Diddy said he didn't really have a problem with P. Diddy. He didn't really have a problem with it. The problem that he had was how Diddy was treating everybody else. He didn't like that. And see, this is something that we got to understand. When we are mistreating people, when we are doing whatever we doing and thinking that don't nobody see it, you might not believe it, but people have a hard time with how you treat people. Like if it's not good, if it's not cool, you'd be surprised at how many people will just be like, I don't know about bruh. I don't know about sis. I'm not really feeling that. Nah, I'm good. I don't really like that. Like, let me not even deal with bruh. You see what I'm saying? And it's not gonna matter that, so you know what? Boom. That you got a good reputation. It's not gonna matter that somebody gave you a good thing one time. People gonna look at what you've been doing. You gotta watch how you treat people. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. Producer for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We out.